Hello, my friends. It is that biannual anime recommendation that I tend to do. I watch a bit of it. Anime, of course, is Japanese animation for adults. If you can get past the view that that is a paradoxical statement, then there is some great stuff for you to enjoy. On the table in front of me is the Half-Breed Blades large bush folder, just to have a knife on the on the frame. But we're going to be talking about this show because it is probably the best thing I've watched all year of any medium. I've actually watched it twice. I watched it about 3 months ago and I've watched it again just recently. And it's excellent, and it's still excellent. It's set in 11th century England. It's a Viking type show. I'm getting a bit past a huge interest in Vikings. It's just been really, really done. But this one in particular is different and excellent. So Canute the Younger which is sort of his ascension, is kind of the background of the story, but the main story is between Thorfinn and Askeladd. Thorfinn is the son of a famous Viking warrior who gets killed at the start of the show by Askeladd, and he sort of falls under the stewardship of Askeladd, and they have a really sort of interesting relationship, sort of fueled by obviously father sort of figure, as well as just the white hot burning hate of probably one of the angriest characters I've seen in a long time in young Thorfinn. But this is counteracted by Askeladd being possibly one of the most well depicted, best written characters in a long time that I've seen. So he's not a good character, but his motivations, they end up being quite understandable, and you really don't quite get a full picture of him until the very end of the show. But up until then, it is fascinating without end. It's absolutely brilliant. It's completely ultra violent, like typical R-rated anime level violence. There is people getting cut to ribbons, blood geysers, all that sort of stuff. Whatever you feel like that. I can certainly see past it. I don't not enjoy it. It's just kind of a part of it to me. But if you like that, you'll love this show. And if you don't like that, I'd really suggest pushing through it, because you're getting a great story. You're getting a lot of history as well. It's obviously fiction / history, but it's a really interesting time. I find that time really fascinating with England as you know it. You just kind of picture England, how it has been, so very British, as obviously in our lifetimes and even in the last sort of 800 years. But there was a time when it was constantly besieged by Vikings, and it was a real cultural war as well. So this weighs in a bit about religion, a bit about the Viking gods, all that sort of stuff. But it really is just a revenge plot as well as a political sort of feudal war type plot as well, and it's done to perfection. I have very few bad things to say about the show. My least favorite thing about the show was when they changed the theme song halfway through, because got to tell you, the first half of this show with the Survivor Said the Prophet backing track, it's got one of the most psych up intros ever. Like, just go on, search Vinland Saga season 1 intro, and you'll see what I mean. Like, by the time the song's finished, you want to jump on the boats with them and go and fight English people. It's really, really cool. But then they change it halfway through, which I didn't love as much. But gotta say, I think there are some true good moments to the show, and it's just consistently solid. There isn't any part of it where I sort of felt like skipping or moving through it quicker. It's just excellent, and it's excellently done. Adjectives may be failing me. So that's it. That's my shout out, my anime shout out for as many times as I think the channel can withstand me devolving into this and talking about anime like about half of the other male YouTubers about my age. But there you go. Vinland Saga, check it out. I'll add this at the end of this video because I figure you probably are, you might be a true fan. You might be someone who watches all my videos if you even watch this anime video as well. But you've noticed my frequency has been really high lately. It's because I've had some holidays from work. I'm going back to work in a couple of days, so I dare say the frequency will decrease once again. I'll try and keep it more quick than I have been doing. I've resolved to play less video games because I think video games does, I think it clouds my creativity just a little bit. I think it supports it to an extent, but I think their time is better served thinking of funny video ideas and things to do. So I have resolved to do that, so hopefully that will increase my video output even in times of quite a heavy workload, because my job is really busy at the moment, and that's just something that does affect this as well. But I really do appreciate everyone's been very receptive to my oddness in the last little bit. All the little weird things I've been trying have seemed to have gone down quite well. And you know what, at the worst, I've probably hemorrhaged some subscribers who probably weren't the best fit for this channel anyway, because I do like to devolve into sort of oddness, that sort of stuff from time to time. But yeah, and rather than have to continually hear negative things from those people, probably is best if they just experience my videos as they come up in their feed, rather than seeing every single thing that I make, because a lot of the things I make aren't for everyone. But there you go. So thanks guys, watch Vinland Saga. Thanks for watching me in the last couple of weeks. There's still a couple more videos to come out, but yeah, if it does drop off, I'm fine. I've just gone back to work, so it is what it is, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, this is far too much of it's too much of a rat race to do and support a family on, so it's what it is. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.